From uh, Percy Bysshe Shelley's The Triumph of Life. Methought I sate beside a public way, thick strewn with summer dust, and a great stream of people there was hurrying to and fro, numerous as gnats upon the evening gleam, all hastening onward, yet none seemed to know whither he went or whence he came or why. He made one of the multitude, and so was borne amid the crowd as through the sky, one of the million leaves of summer's beer. Old age and youth, manhood and infancy, mixed in one mighty torrent did appear, some flying from the thing they feared, and some seeking the object of another's fear, and others with steps, as with steps towards the tomb, poured on the trodden worms that crawled beneath, and others mournfully within the gloom of their own shadow walked and called it death, and some fled from it as it were a ghost, half fainting in the affliction of vain breath, but more with motions which each other crossed, pursued or shunned the shadows, the clouds through, or birds within the noonday ether lost, upon that path where flowers never grew, and weary with vain toil and faint thirst, heard not the fountains whose melodious dew out of their mossy cells forever burst, nor felt the breeze which from the forest told of grassy paths and woodlawns interspersed, with overreaching elms and caverns old, and violet banks where sweet dreams brewed, but they pursued their serious folly as of old. And as I gazed, methought that in the way the throng grew wilder as the woods of June, when the south wind shakes the extinguished day, and a cold glare intenser than the noon, but icy cold, obscured with light, the sun as he the stars, like the young moon, when on the sunlit summits of the night, her white shell trembles amid crimson air, and whilst the sleeping tempest gathers might, doth as a herald of its coming bear the ghost of her dead mother, whose dim form bends in the dark ether from her infant's chair. So came a chariot on the silent storm of its own rushing splendor, and a shape so sate within as one whom years deform, beneath a dusky hood and double cape, crouching within the shadow of a tomb, and over what seems the head a cloud like crape was bent to dun, and faint ethereal gloom tempered the light upon the chariot's beam. A Janus-visaged shadow did assume the guidance of that wonder-winged team. The shapes which drew its thick lightnings were lost, and I heard alone on the air's soft stream the music of their ever-moving wings. All of the four faces of that charioteer had their eyes banded. Little profit brings speed in the van and blindness in the rear, nor then avail the beams that quench the sun, or that his banded eyes could pierce the sphere of all that is, has been, or will be done. So ill was the car guided, but it passed with solemn speed majestically on. Before thy memory I feared, loved, hated, suffered, did, and died. And if the spark with which heaven lit my spirit, earth had with purer nutriments supplied, corruption would now not thus much inherit. Of what was once Rousseau, nor this disguise stains that within which still deigns to wear it.